All right, welcome back.
You done on your phone?
I am. I had to check some last. I got a lot of stuff coming in. A lot of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Breaking news. I can't get to it yet.
Okay.
It's not confirmed.
Okay.
170.
So you need a good source to confirm your.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right.
I'm not fake news. I confirm things.
Just checking.
All right, 170 pounds, Division 2. We have 4 guys ranked, and 2 of them are qualifiers, that being Bo Smith, who we've had on the show, and Ben Contraire. Bo is also projected to place. Ben's 9th, so he's just outside the placement. But again, once you get down there, anything can happen.
He gets to Columbus, he's on the podium.
So you're kind of in the mix there.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah,
Bo's 7th, and the thing about Bo, I could see him climbing up. Bo's, if you've never wrestled him before, he's a tough look. He does a lot of different things, funky things. So he's a kid I could see, you know, certainly placing higher than they have him as well.
Is he a 2-time placer?
I believe so. And then Justice Smith from Poland is also ranked, and then another guy, Warren Gentile from Alliance, is also ranked.
Yes, absolutely. Came down from
and Poland has, I forget how many guys they have ranked.
Too.
Yeah, 2 guys, but you know, Tony's doing a nice job over those guys. Definitely this year was a different team. Same guys, but definitely were wrestling hard.
Huge jump.
Yeah.
Huge
So,
jump. He's got them working, and the kids are trying hard. There's nowhere to go but up there.
Yeah, their team was impressive.
I agree. I agree.
182 pounds. Delicio, another projected champ for the league from Canfield. And then Janetti is another projected state placer, 7th. They're projecting him from West Branch, both coming from the Alliance.
What do you think about Delicio winning the title?
You know, I was reading online, and I'd have to agree. A lot of, you know, we get online, we're big wrestling fans, us following, but they're actually, somebody mentioned that Delicio is probably one of the most heavily favored guys to win his weight class in Division 2. Anthony's super competitive. He's been on fire this year. He's getting healthy. He's been doing it even not healthy for some of the year. And I'd be real surprised. I mean, and he shows up down there. I mean, beat up. We had his face taped to nothing but one eye sticking out as a freshman. It took 4th at 152 pounds, which everybody understands. Those weight classes aren't a day at the beach for a young guy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he just shows up under the lights. He's super competitive. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He has a whole nother level and gas tank when the lights are on. You know, hopefully he sticks to his plan of attack, and I think you just don't want him to get out there and be hesitant.
Yeah.
You know, let's get out there and go. And I don't think there's not a conservative bone in that kid's body.
No.
He's going forward 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think he's a level, maybe more than a level above where he was the other years when he took 4th and 3rd.
Yeah.
Taking 4th place at Ironman does not happen by accident. We can all agree. And he's one of the top-ranked juniors, recruiting-wise, in Ohio. Yeah. D1 wrestler for sure in college, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't make a run there.
I agree. 95?
I would bet on him.
Okay. Yeah.
195. We have 3 projected placers, 6 ranked guys. Nick Crawford, 1-time placer. Junior, he's projected to be 3rd. Again, you know, he's a kid that I think could get to the finals if he gets opposite Cover. Paulus from Louisville, who Nick and him had a tight overtime match this year in the duel. He's projected to be 5th, and then Kenny Mara kind of on the outside looking in at 11th. He's projected to be a qualifier, but not quite a placer. But again, we've talked about it ad nauseum. He can get into that mix too.
I agree.
220.
220
is another projected EOWL finals with Stein and Robbins. So 2 of the weights, 120 and 220,
that's funny,
are projected to be
all league
finals.
Yeah.
And then Garrett Givens also projected to be a qualifier from Beaver Local.
And Stein and Roberts have seen each other, what?
Twice
this year. Robbins have seen each other twice already this year, with Stein coming out on top. But close matches both times, and Tyler's a returning state champion, and
being there and knowing that, and yeah, it's going to be a fun ride there.
Yeah, that is.
You know, they're both Alliance guys. They're going to be separated. You would think, obviously, if depending how district goes.
Could be the finals.
So
in Columbus.
you know,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Very good. 280 Del Garbino.
Big boys. So
There we go.
Del Garbino, to me, I think is one of the most favored guys in the tournament.
As long as he's healthy.
Hopefully I don't jinx him, but
No, as long as he's healthy.
yeah.
You know.
So he's projected state champ. You know, he's a returning state champ. And then you have 3 other guys projected to go, and Riley Brendel from Louisville, who I know has been banged up this year, in and out of the lineup. He's a senior, so you certainly hope he's back to 100% and ready to go. Hurst from West Branch and Worth from Beaver Local. All 3 of those guys are projected to go but not place.
Forgetting about another guy. I
Hopus?
know he came out late, because he was a little banged up from football, but I think he's wrestling really well right now. I
Yeah,
think
he's come on lately.
He has, and he's getting in shape now, and in those heavyweight matches, that's what matters.
He's kind of lucky. Maybe if we can, he's in the same sectional with Del Garbino. We're in the same sectional this weekend. If you go 1-2 there, you're separated from him at district. You won't see the top guy and thing. Yeah. And I think it could be a nice bracketing advantage if we can come out of there too.
You talked about Kennedy for Louisville. I think Hofus for Canfield is the same kind of swing match on the outside looking in right now. But if you can get him down there, that's going to give you an advantage. To climb up there, and if any of these teams want to, battle Aurora and Graham there for first and second, they're going to need to push those Hofuses, those Kennedys, those type of second tier guys through.
I agree.
So,
yeah.
And it starts at the sectional week, not the district week. That's what people don't understand as you kind of fill it in there. Total number of qualifiers. I think this is interesting. So you got Beaver projected by Borough to have 11, right? So Beaver with 11 qualifiers. Mm-hmm. And then Canfield, how many does he have? 7?
7.
And then Louisville, 7?
Louisville, 7.
Okay. So there's
West Branch, 4.
Okay, but I'm just talking about those that are potential top 5 teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now here's where this if you're Beaver, you need 12. If you're Canfield, you need 8. If you're Louisville, you need 8. You've got to find a way to steal one somewhere with some luck, some bracketing, something to give you that much more. Because if you get out of that brutal district and you get an extra point scorer down there, you're going to score points down there. You just really are.
And we say it every year. We said it at the beginning of the year with some of the talk, the guys we've mentioned, the guys that are ranked, things like that. Still, every year at this time, there's a handful of guys that are giant surprises, and there's a handful of guys, for loss of a better word, are disappointments. Don't reach their goal, whether it's through a bad weight cut, getting the flu at the wrong time, maybe getting banged up, a knee, a shoulder, something where you're not 100%. So these things shake out a little different. And by the kids that push hard, believe in themselves, could make something happen for their team.
Here's something else. You don't think about this always at state, but Beaver's projected to get 87 points, Louisville 84, Canfield 81. Bonus points. State bonus points are big. If you're going to climb that ladder, so that there's 6 points there separating those.
Yeah. And the thing I like, now I'm going to sound like a Canfield homer, but I got to say in Columbus, I think your bonus points come easier in the upper weights than they do in the lower weights. Would you guys?
I think that's fair.
That's a tough place to.
Certainly in the first round and second round. When you get into the semis, it's probably pretty unheard of unless you're a high level guy. But I agree. All right, there's D2 finishing it up, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.